I haven't done one of these in a long while. I don't even know really when I'm doing this. Um, okay, so yesterday was the 6th anniversary of Pulse nightclub. Um, and I don't know why I'm talking about it. I don't know. So I'm not gonna name specific people that were lost or anything like that. Just suffice it to say, if I didn't personally know any of them, and I knew then I did in fact as have friends who did. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like when it first happened, I didn't think I knew anybody, and I probably didn't. Probably don't. Um, but when I looked, like a lot of a lot of people I knew personally did know them. And maybe, or maybe not, but maybe to you that sounds a little weird, but I do have, like, I don't, um, I don't have just one level of, one level of, I guess, it wasn't directly personal, but it was personal. Because, yeah, like, my, like most of you, like, I have friends, but a lot of my friends also have other friends, and I don't, those circles may or may not meet. Also, like, I had for a long time been part of the Orlando theme park community, and God, this is so rambly. That's okay. And I don't think anybody's gonna watch this, so it doesn't matter. It's just me rambling then. Um, if there's any weird noise in the background, my cat's running around like a crazy thing, and I'm watching AEW wrestling because I love AEW wrestling. Um, but like it didn't. You know, I have friends amongst friends, and it's a small community. Orlando's it's a full city, but it's a small community. And what hit me worse, though, that night, I was already in a really bad place when I heard about it. Because um, we were having to restart financially. We had just come through a huge financial loss, and I'd already plus some other personal losses, and then that happened. And like I said, initially, when I was looking at the names, I was like, um, there, I'm, I don't know, I didn't know, I did know there were names I knew, there were faces I knew, but like we didn't hang out, so I couldn't say we were friends. But I did have actual friends who were friends with a lot of those folks, and that hurt. That right there, that I don't know how much of a connection to people do you need to feel something, especially people from your community, to get harmed and whose lives are ended, for you to feel something personally on a personal level. Like, what's the degree of separation? And like I said, most of them, if we interacted at all, it was in passing. Um, it's just okay. So I have this stupid thing, and I'm trying to get over it. Which I'm 47, going on. I'll be 48 in December. It's a little late, maybe, but for the longest time, and I really have been saying this, like I've regretted this, but like I had this separation between work, home, and then other types of friends. Like we might be, I'm friendly. There's lots of people I work with or around whom I am friendly with. We exchange niceties, we tell stories, we show each other pictures of our families and whatnot, and you know, but we're not friends. And I have way too, and then there's my family, and that's a different thing. And those lines don't usually cross, but sometimes they do. I've only broken that rule of we are friends, but we're not. We're friendly, but we're not friends. We're not gonna. Where I don't hang out once or twice, and I should have broken it more. Should have broken it a lot more. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who, when I knew them in real life, they fell into the category of friendly, but not friends. Like we didn't hang out in real life. And then I added those people to my various social media accounts and got to know them better that way. And now, like a lot of those people, I regret not taking those opportunities when they presented themselves. And they did. And I always had some reason I couldn't. Um, the place, the place I currently work, I've worked on three different occasions. I've worked. And here's another thing. It's a real bad thing. At least as far as work is concerned, I've always been the grass is greener kind of guy, but also I've always been like, there's a new horizon over that way. There's something new, and I'm gonna go try it. Right, so I would leave the company I work for currently, and I'm hoping that this time won't will be different. No, like the company I'm with right now, the park I work at, um, it would be like 2 3 years, and then I'd go. There's something over there, kind of cool, and I kind of want to try that. Plus, I've always worked on the work for. Um, you know, there's always something over there. Um, there's hey, hey, my cat's trying to get to my new kitten. My new kitten. This is Hobbs. um, he was trying to kill my earbuds. Anyways, good lord. So like, so I'd leave. I'd be there for a few years, then I'd leave. Either to go work for a different company, either not, but never. I didn't would never leave to do this exact same job. I've worked to one degree or another on for every major for you know, I've worked for all the major parks in Orlando. I've worked in almost every department. Um, and it's all because um, like I said, I've always been a grass is greener over there, and it was easy to leave because, well, like I said, like I didn't have friends except for twice, twice, and I don't mean two individuals. I mean two jobs, two positions. I said I'm gonna try to actually hang out. Uh, one, you know, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna do things. We're gonna go do stuff after work. I've done that twice in my lifetime. Those were my two. Let's break this. And the thing is, I don't know why it was a rule that I had. Because every time I've broken the rule, it's been fucking amazing. Some of the craziest, longest lasting relationships I've ever had were because I broke those rules. The only relationships that aren't familial, that weren't impactful on my life, the only ones I've had, um, you know, were those. The only ones that were other type of impactful were kids I grew up with, kids I went to school with. Those were impactful. Those were people that lasted a long time. But like, I should have broken that rule. I should never have had that rule. I should have broken it more often. I regret it because there's a lot of people on my uh like I said, on my various social media accounts, my Twitter, my Facebook, my this and that, and we have great relationships. We have great relationships. We have great conversations. Um, when we argue, it's respectful. It's very much like those really great, impactful relationships I had with folks in the past, in real life. And this should have been a thing that just should have allowed that to be a thing. I should have never had that stupid fucking rule. Also, you know what? Like, I believe in class and um, worker unity, and it's easier to do when you can network with people, and that's easier to do when you take the time and go meet someone and hang out with them and talk with them, and you know, you spend time with them outside of work. Yes, some of them will break your heart and maybe even harm you. Hopefully not for real. um, that is a potential, but the thing is like it's like that when you meet anybody, right? Honestly, I really, if I, the closest to regret I get is not, and this really hit me on that June 6th, on that June 12th, 2016 day, night, that, is the, like I said, the names I recognized, the names I knew that I knew, I really only knew in passing, and I should have known them better. The ones who, I knew by way of knowing other people, I should have known. I think my, life would be so much better if we, you know, had much more interaction with each other, more love, less hate. You know what I mean? If you got to know, it's harder and easier. Like, at least if you get to know someone and you learn you don't like them, you've learned you don't like them. Like, even that is so much better when it's real and personal. Um, Love, lust, like, hate, dislike, they shouldn't be based off of stupid things like skin color or race or whatever the fuck, you know. It should be personal. Like, you know, get to know people is what I'm saying. Like, get to know people. Don't learn to regret things. But anyways, yeah, like, as I'm watching that happen, you know, as I'm watching the news come out and I'm learning the names, I'm like, oh man, that is someone I know. That is someone I should have known better. I didn't know them the way I should have known them. Um, and not because like I wanted to hurt more. No, because I know, I know, like I should have known them. And the ones I didn't know, but other people I knew, I should have known. And part of that is because I didn't hang out, because I didn't pursue friendship with people I was friendly with, and like it's all so much worse. It's almost not much better. My life, there are things that could be so much better. That I can imagine being able to have so many more of these conversations with people. I wouldn't be rambling on what is this? This is not TikTok. YouTube. I'd be calling somebody or talking to somebody. I do have people in my life. I do have friends, real life friends. I have not just online friends. I have actual friends. So like I do have people there right now. If I wanted to, I could probably reach out to anybody, and maybe I would still be on here. I'm full of shit. um, so like I do have friends. But like I should have more. Of all the things in life, I don't have enough of. You know, we live in a capitalistic society, so most of us don't have enough money. But one thing I really wish I had more of were more friends. More real, actual friends. That's another thing I've always done, is I have real friends and associates. Because, like, even in my outside living, I really regret it. There are people who I am friends with. And then there are people. Then there are people I associate with. That is such bullshit. Like, that's the dumbest thing in the world, Rob. That's the dumbest thing in the world. We really need more friends. The world needs more friends. Like, we all do. You know, like, we really all should just have more friends. And not associates, not people at work we're friendly with. We really all should just have more actual, legitimate, call you up in the middle of the night friends. You know, no, because in bad times. Like I was able to listen to people online, I was able to communicate, and I felt for things. But imagine if I had been more of those people's friend. No, no, we would have been so much closer. And when I was listening to my friends talk about their pain, I would have felt it too a little more. And not that you need to be able to feel it to empathize. I was able to empathize. I don't know. That's weird. I'm weird at times, but the fact is I don't mean I don't know that I need to be friends with everybody, but I think I should have been friends with more people. I wish I was closer to more people. I wish I let more people in. And the thing is like there really wasn't a reason for me not to let people in. Like, I don't have any greater pain or damage than the rest of us. And what little I had, having more people in my life that I can turn to would probably help it a lot more. I really wish I was more open with people. I wish I had broken that stupid rule. I think part of it was the fact that I did get bullied as a kid. I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of, and maybe this is the wrong way to think or approach things, and it usually is. I'm usually wrong. Not in a non PC way. I make a lot of emotional mistakes. I don't know. I think really what it comes down to is those people who I call my friends, who I really was only ever friendly with at work. And then years later, when things like MySpace and then later Facebook and whatnot existed, we became, in my head, closer to being actual friends. And I look at their pictures and I'm like, and I'm like, I should have been experiencing that. And like I said, a lot of them, there were opportunities. Hey, we're all going to this. We're all going to that. We're all going to do this. Like, and it's not like those were places I didn't want to go to. Those weren't activities I didn't want to participate in. I just didn't because they're work. I don't know. Of all the dumb ideas I had as a younger person, I think there needs to be a separation between work and actual friends. And I know there's not enough time in the day to have a full, real relationship with everybody that you're kind of friendly with. But I should have tried a little harder. It's not like life's over. It's one of the reasons I said I'm trying to break that rule. But, it's not always easy. It's not always easy. I don't know. I really do want to spread more love and joy. I know. Like, that's so dumb and hippie bullshit, but oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I mean, that's why I said I want to entertain people. It's because I did want to make people happy. Why not? Why just there? Whether why not do it everywhere? All right, I think this is it. My wrestling show's almost done. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good one.